Shields, daughter of Megan and Robert Marshall and Rob Shields. Brennan Skinner, son of Amanda Stagel. Haley Slagle, daughter of Heather Hall and Matthew Slagle. Austin Smith, son of Debbie and Dennis Miles. Caleb Smith, son of Basil and Nikki Smith. Paisley Sticker, daughter of Randy Sticker and Benji Sticker. Alexander Stockman, son of Gregory Stockman and Paula Waters. Nice Stringer, daughter of Alicia Stringer. Logan Tedder, son of Dustin Tedder and the late Laura Tedder. Sophia Totten, daughter of Henry and Kelly Totten. Aubrey Tran, daughter of Anna Bailey. Alyssa Trom, daughter of Hong and Hong Trom. Dalton Bennett, son of Adam and Lindsay Bennett. Nando Velasco, son of Ingrid Velasco. Kristen Boo, daughter of Stephen and Danielle Boo. Monica Wells, daughter of Crystal and Alex Wells. Riley West, daughter of Lee and Nikki West. Tammy J. White, daughter of Jace White and Jason Rogers. Meadow Williamson, daughter of Crystal Watson and Aaron Williamson. Callie Wright, daughter of Lisa So and Brian Wright. Let's give all these students a big round of applause. Sportsmanship league presentation of the 50-yard line on each side. For the Good Sportsmanship League presentation. From Klein Oak High School, Gabby Harges, Pitts, and Jordana Shepard. Fort Hays Groves High School, Senior Class Treasurer, Ian Wynn, Cheerleader, Tammy White, Indian Net Lieutenant, Laney Abshire. Drum majors, Cheyenne Sadler and Madison Cantrell. Indian Spirit, Brennan Skinner. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the Klein Oak High School cheerleaders. The Klein Oak High School varsity cheerleaders are Captain Aiden Abetz, Brooke Monty, Ren Martineau, Danity Villalobos, Captain Deborah Pregame, Captain Delaney Bruner, Gabby Arges Pitts, Anna Ogunmola, Isabella Zorita, Jada Lewis, Jordana Shepard, Captain Caitlin Norton, Kendall Mesney, Lauren Lopez, Captain Lyndon Nickerson, Mackenzie Lee, Captain Morgan Gaia, Morgan Hardesty, Captain Naya Dural, Captain Rayleigh Igo, Riley Watson, Guy Culver, Captain Juliet Murdoch, Cadence Wilson, Haley Anderson, Sophia Garza, Manager Bianca Vakovic, and your mascot, Prowler, Dylan Vaughn. Mascot Pouncer, Reagan Norman. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for the Klein Oak High School song? ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of the PNG cheerleaders and Indian spirit. The PNG High School varsity cheerleaders are sophomore Caitlin Baker, sophomore Jaslyn Seha, sophomore Bailey Evans, sophomore Avery Gary, sophomore Carly Clinkhammer, sophomore Ava Swallow, sophomore Kinley Vasquez, junior Emma Benton, junior Allie Johnson, junior Riley Joe Woods, senior Sophia Cowart, senior Evelyn Doan, senior co-head cheerleader Morgan Campbell, senior head cheerleader Cammie White, Indian spirit Brennan Skinner, PNG cheer and Indian spirit coaches are Lisa So and Candace Whitewood. PNG varsity cheerleaders will lead you in their traditional yell. They've been performing this yell at the beginning of home games for over 70 years. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for the PNG High School song?
evening, friends, and welcome to the Reservation. This is the Indian Press Cast pregame show. The highly anticipated Week 1 matchup is here between the two powerhouse teams, the PNG Indians and the Klein Oak Panthers. I'm Caden Lunsford, joined by my great friend Clayton Profit and Marquis Gasson.
It's going to be a packed house tonight at the Reservation as these two teams are ready to battle it out in a big Week 1 matchup. The atmosphere is going to be electric as both teams look to kick off their season with a statement victory.
PNG is coming off a strong season, and the anticipation around this team is unmatched. They've been building momentum after a tough round 4 loss to South Oak Cliff, and you can bet Coach Joseph and his squad are fired up for this one. Meanwhile, Klein Oak is led by their 5-star sophomore running back, Michael Rhodes, and is hoping to make a statement of their own.
PNG has long been a dominant force in Texas high school football. This year is no different. The Indians come into tonight's game with a deep roster, highlighted by a strong offense and a solid defense. Let's take a look at what makes this team tick.
On offense, the Indians will try to pass the ball effectively to open up the run game for Tyson Henry, who's coming off a stellar season. His ability to read defenses and make quick decisions is something that Klein Oak defense will need to account for. The offense is stacked with talent, including senior receiver Seth Grisbo and sophomore slot receiver Jude Golke, who has the speed to break a big play off at any time.
Defensively, PNG boasts a physical front seven, led by linebacker Jackson Winfrey and defensive linemen Cash Barnwell and Blake Tucker. The Indians are known for their manipulating defense and they look to eliminate the Panthers' run game early and force the pass.
As you can see, PNG is ready to go. They're looking to set the tone early in this game and take control of the field, but don't count out Klein Oak just yet.
Klein Oak may be underdogs in this one, but don't let that fool you. They've got a talented roster and a chip on their shoulder. They've made it clear that they're coming here to compete, and they're not going to be intimidated by the atmosphere at the Res.
The Panthers are led by running back Michael Rhodes, who's an unstoppable speed and isn't afraid to go through a defender's chest. They'll run the Indians' defense down. Their quarterback, Andre Phillip, is a dynamic playmaker who can make people miss and turn short gains into big ones.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise? Gentlemen, remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem, performed by the Indian Chorale under the direction of Crystal Wells, accompanied by the Signing Indians under the direction of Vanessa McNeil.
Just minutes away from kickoff and the tension in the air is rising. The players are on the field, the crowd is fired up, and we're about to witness a thrilling opening game of the season.
There's nothing like the excitement of Week 1. New faces, new opportunities, and the beginning of what could be an unforgettable season for both of these teams. Stick with us and we'll be right back with all the action right here on Indian Press.
Just before we start off, we want to thank you for all of our returning sponsors for the season: Cascade Vibration Solutions, Leo Weeks Photographers, Complete Athlete, Farmers Insurance James Carpenter Agency, Maria's Diner, F. Mole Masonry, Gregory Law Firm, and we have some new faces on the board supporting Indian Press this year: Advantage Real Estate, Drody Roofing and Construction, Priority Health and Wound Care, Classic Finds, and the Port Neches Groves Masonic Lodge. Thank you so much for your support, and we hope to y'all continue to supporting us throughout the season. We'll see y'all soon.
PNG won the call further out in the second half. Klein Oak will receive.
Referees for tonight's game are sports official. Referee Mike Jacob, umpire Sumiko Brown, headline judge Jerry Toulis, line judge Robert Neal, field judge Jalen Williams. Kicking off for the Indians, number 67, Elijah West. Klein Oak Panther fans, are you ready? Indian Nation, are you ready? Better get your popcorn ready. Backbeat for the Panthers, number 6, Terry Robinson, number 5, Michael Rhodes.
266 days and none more highly anticipated than this one. Eli West kicks it away and a fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Klein Oak Panthers will take it from there.
Catch on kickoff by number
Michael Rhodes, the story of the Klein Oak Panthers offense, the #1 running back in the 2028 class, holds offers from schools like Texas, Texas A&M, Ohio State, Ole Miss, Tennessee. The list goes on. 34 offers deep, just a sophomore. We were talking about it right before the season started. There was an interview of him, and he said, "What game are you looking forward to the most next year?" And he said, "PNG." And his reasonings was, I wasn't him yet. So be looking for number 5, Michael Rhodes, all night long. Quarterback Phillips gets the snap, steps back, right pass made to Rhodes and brought down at the 29. Gain of 5 yards and a 2nd and 5 for the Panthers.
As you saw right there, running back Michael Rhodes won't only be utilized in the run game, but it'll also be motioned out as a receiver as well. The Panthers will be trying to get him the ball by any means possible.
Fast-paced offense. Phillips hands the ball off to Rhodes, makes a guy miss in the backfield, but caught up by Winfrey after a gain of 2. 3rd and 3 here for the Panthers at their own 32-yard line.
You can almost imagine the Panthers get the ball right back to Michael Rhodes. Only a 3-yard gain needed.
3 receivers to the far side and 1 to the near. Rhodes to Phillips' right. Play action, rolls out to the right side and broken up by Cash Barnwell. Incomplete. 4th down, Panthers.
Great job there by the Panthers using Michael Rhodes as kind of like some eye candy, but Cash Barnwell read it like a book. PNG will get the ball back with 10 minutes, 59 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Quick 3 and out for the Indians defense on the first drive of the game. As Klein Oak will send their punt unit onto the field. Number 14, Dawson Guidry will return the punt for the Indians. And number 26, Zachary Morgan will punt it away for the Panthers. Delay of game on the Panthers will set them back 5 yards, help the Indians out. Try to get field possession on the Klein Oak Panthers side of the field here with a good return by Guidry. Panthers set up at the 27-yard line now. Good snap, and Morgan's punt is short and high. Guidry lets it land, flags all over the field. Panthers pick it up, but the Indians will get some extra yards off of that for the interference.
Catch interference on the kicking team. 15 yards in the play.
It's like the interference will tack on 15 yards, and the Indians will start their drive at the Klein Oak Panthers 42-yard line. Story of last season was kind of the unexpected offense breakout last year. Really good offensive team. Lost a big piece of receiver, London Nunley. Here, two receivers on the field, one to both sides. Henry with the carry up the middle. 10 yards and a first down for the Indians on the first play of the drive. 1st and 10 now from the Panthers 32.
We're going to see a big workload here tonight for Tyson Henry, as he proved last season that he could handle it in the Texas High game, having over 40 carries, over 200 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Looking to replicate that here tonight.
Bailey gets the snap, hands it off to Henry. Henry up the middle again and making more people miss, all the way up to the 25, a gain of 8 yards and a 2nd and 2 here for the Indians. Like we were talking about before, London Nunley, a key loss for the Indians, but replaced by Seth Brisboe, played cornerback last year. Kind of, it felt like an uncomfortable thing. He moved out there, and it just took him a little bit to settle in, and then now he's batting back at receivers. Looked really good in practice. Be looking for a lot of Seth Brisboe tonight.
Exactly, Caden. You won't have to worry about their chemistry. As in middle school, Seth Brisboe did play wide receiver, and there was a lot of touchdowns thrown to him.
Henry gets the carry and gets up to the 21. Another first down for the Indians. A new set of downs from the Panthers' 21-yard line. The two receivers, Golke and Brisboe, lined up to the near side. Running back Henry to Bailey's left. Bailey gets the snap, play action, throws it out to Golke, makes a guy miss, gets up to the 5 and brought down by Cortland Guillory at the 4-yard line. Another first down for the Indians. Same formation on the field. Receivers to the far side this time, and Henry to the left. Bailey steps back, looks at the corner of the end zone for Brisboe, makes the catch into the end zone. Touchdown Indians, but there is flags on the field. Looks like it's going to be a pass and interference on Golke. Went down the field and blocked a corner. Can't do that on a pass. We'll set the Indians back 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
On the offense, number 2. 15 yards from the previous pass. Replay first down.
It's nice to see a draw up like that early in the, or late in the drive, I should say, inside the 10-yard line. Now the Indians way back a 1st and goal from the 20. Be looking for a pass here. Still only 2 receivers on the field. Brisboe will be to the near side and Golke to the far.
Haven't seen much of the 3 wide receiver yet here today, but we'll also see Tice Binkert mixed into the rotation.
A tight end to both sides. Bailey hands off the snap to Henry. Doesn't go far, only gets up to the 18-yard line. Small gain of 4 for Henry. It's going to be a 2nd and goal here for the Indians.
Just like we were talking about, we will see Tice Binkert as well as Dawson Guidry, number 14, on the field.
Binkert and Guidry lined up to the near side. Golke in the slot and Brisboe on the numbers to the far. Henry, the running back, to Bailey's right. Bailey motions out. Henry steps back, looks at the middle of the field. Open man. Brisboe hit from behind, but incomplete. It's like Golke was the intended receiver there. Pass was broken up by Bobby Asay. It's going to be a 3rd and goal from the Panthers' 17.
Great pocket presence there by Connor Bailey, realizing that the rush wasn't really there, finding Golke over the middle and just missing him, as that'll set up a 3rd and long.
Ledger Hansing checks into the game at tight end. Brisboe to the near, Golke and Binkert to the far. Bailey hands it off, and Henry stopped in the backfield. Tackle for loss made by Zach Rusinars. Be a loss of 2 yards, and the Indians will send out Eli West in the field goal unit to try for the first 3 of the game.
Klein Oak sending the house there on that one. Maybe some miscommunication with the Indians up front, as this will be the first we will see of Eli West.
Ace Reeves to snap, Connor Drody to hold, and Eli West to kick the field goals for the Indians. 36-yarder, the snap is high, the hold is good. Eli West kick, no good, just left. Good distance, but too far left for West. No score on the drive for the Indians, still knotted up at 0. 7 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We'll be back on Indian Press. Panthers offense makes their way onto the field. 2 receivers to both sides. Phillips takes it himself, makes Tucker miss in the backfield. Brought down by Newby at the 35, but not before a Panthers first down.
Great lead block there by Micah Rhodes, as he claimed on a podcast one time that he likes blocking more than running. And that's not something you usually see out of a 5-star running back.
Five receivers on the field. Going to be a touch pass to Rhodes. Tackled at the 37-yard line. Great tackle by Dane Stewart. 2-yard gain, a 2nd and 8 for the Panthers.
Great job by Anthony Flores there, setting the edge and making Micah Rhodes cut in. Only a 2-yard gain will be a 2nd and 8.
Hard count, nobody jumps. Second time nobody jumped. Johnny Craven, the Northwestern State commit, lone receiver to the near side, and 4 receivers to the far side for the Panthers. It's like a touch pass. Ball knocked out. Picked up by the Panthers at the 29-yard line. Dane Stewart forcing the ball. Fumble right there. That'll set them back a nice 6 yards. It'll be a 3rd and 15 now for the Panthers after the fumble.
Great job by Andre Phillip with the hard count, realizing Winfrey was blitzing, relaying that to his wide receivers and getting it out as fast as possible. Just not going Klein Oak's ways. Now it will be a 3rd and long.
Third and very long for the Panthers. 4 receivers to the near side now, and 1 receiver to the far again, Johnny Craven, the lone returning receiver for the Panthers. Real threat guarded by Malvo tonight. Phillips takes it himself, has some rooms, and Winfrey knocks it out, and the Indians take it over at the 33-yard line. Winfrey coming up big early in this game. The Indians have the ball again in Panthers territory. Back on is the Indians offense. 1 receiver to the near, 2 to the far. Henry lined up right behind Bailey. Play action, steps back, open receiver up the middle, brought down and fumbled, and the Panthers get it right back. Recovery made by Zach Roussenaires at the 36-yard line. Panthers ball once again.
Connor Bailey not feeling the presence from his blind side. It forces the fumble, and Klein Oak gets the ball right back.
Right back on the Panthers offense. That's 3 receivers to the near, 1 to the far. Phillips will hand it off to Rhodes. Rhodes a good rush and hit hard by McLeod. Brought down at the 45-yard line, but a gain of 9 for Rhodes. 2nd and 1, Panthers.
Again there, you'll see Anthony Flores setting the edge, making Micah Rhodes go right into Ryder McLeod's hands and just body slams him. Will be a gain of 9, will be a 2nd and short. And this right here is where the Panthers could go for a long shot.
It's like Bryson Phelps checks into the game. Bryson Phelps, Flores, Winfrey, and Fall the outside. Before the snap is called, PNG will call a timeout, kind of slow things down a little bit. The first timeout of the half, 4 minutes, 36 seconds left to go in the first quarter. All tied up at 0 here at the Reservation in Port Neches, Texas. Second and 1, empty backfield. 2 receivers to the near side, 3 to the far. Phillips gets the snap, looks to the left side of the field. Short route for Craven, caught at the 50. Hit hard by Winfrey, trying to make the ball pop out, but going nowhere. First down, Panthers now in PNG territory at the 48.
Panthers playing it safe there and making it into the PNG territory for the first time here today.
2 running backs set. You'll see this a good amount from the Panthers. Phillips gets the snap. Power read, hands it off to Rhodes, and he's going nowhere. Winfrey all up over it, a tackle for loss. 1 yard, a 2nd and 11 now for the Panthers. You also seen this a lot so far in this game, the empty backfield set. Phillips gets the Indians defense to jump. That's Victor Trevino on the offsides for the Indians. Gives Klein Oak a free 5. Be 2nd and 6 now for the Panthers.
The Panthers are going to change up the play here, not having to go for a long shot, but can run it, get that 6 yards, make their way closer to a touchdown.
Second and 6. Phillips takes it himself up the middle, has a hole. It's like Gavin Turpin, excuse me, will bring him down shortly after the first down for the Panthers. A 1st and 10 now from the Indians 37.
Great job by Phillips knowing where to go, how far he needed to get the first down, as it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line.
A very, very good pull lead block right there by Xavier Smith. Phillips hands it off to Rhodes, lowers his shoulder. Doesn't gain much. 11-yard gain brought down by Dane Stewart. There is flags on the field. Holding on the offense. 10 yards back from the line of scrimmage. Be 1st and 20 here for the Klein Oak Panthers. One receiver to the far, 3 receivers stacked up, and then 1 receiver on the number to the near side. Phillips surveys right, has some time, pressure from Trevino. Gets brought down in the backfield. Number 32. Number 32, Jackson Fall. Come down from the 2nd level and bring it down Phillips. Sets him way back, a 2nd and about 29 right now for the Panthers.
Initial contact there made by Victor Trevino, making up the offsides call. Jackson Fall will be the one to bring him down.
Phillips has a guy open way downfield, pass incomplete. Had all the room. Just drops it. Left his guy about 5 yards behind him. Right through the fingers, happens. 3rd and 29 again for the Panthers. Great pass right there by Phillips. It was number 4, Antonio Dural, on the drop for the Panthers.
3rd down and long for the Panthers at their own 49-yard line.
Looks like it was a pass was caught at the 26-yard line and a 1st down for the Panthers.
Pass is complete for a 1st down for the Panthers all the way down to the Indians' 26-yard
It was Johnny Craven on the reception for the Panthers. Phillips gets the snap, hands it off to Rhodes, but a false start before the play will set the Panthers back 5 yards.
Panthers showing 2 lead blockers there for Micah Rhodes. Big guy up front, number 75, Talon Boone.
False start sets up a 1st and 15 now for the Panthers. Another empty backfield set off 3 receivers to the near and 2 to the far. Phillips steps back, no time, gets rid of it though. Johnny Craven broken up by Zane Newby, goes up and brings it down. Drops it right before he hits the ground, though. Incomplete, a 2nd and 15 again from the Indians 31.
Phillips saw his receiver open, but Zane Newby coming out of nowhere, batting it down. As from here, it'll be about a 48-yard field goal.
I think it's safe to say a little bit out of field goal range here. Panthers looking for a couple yards, may see a handoff here to Rhodes. Phillips
PNG showing blitz.
Before the play, Klein Oak will call a timeout. That's their first of the half. 1 minute 13 left to go. Can Klein Oak get the first points of the game? We'll see when we get back right here on Indian Press from the Reservation in Port Neches, Texas.
We want to wish the PNG Indians the best of luck this football season. Go Indians. All minor emergencies, no more waits in the ER or pay over inflated ER bills. First response urgent care meets your medical needs immediately at a fraction of the ER cost. Awarded the best urgent care by Port Author News Readers Choice 2016, 2017, and 2018.
Phillips gets the snap, play action. Johnny Craven wide open over the middle. He'll take the slant all the way up to the 14-yard line inside the red zone. And a first down for the Panthers, a new set of downs at the Indians 14.
Haven't seen Michael Rhodes utilized that much in this drive.
Same play right here. Hit really hard, and Winfrey makes him fumble. Looks like one of the Indians' defensive linemen jumped on top of it, but there is flags on the field. Looks like Winfrey nearly knocked the life out of Trey Robinson right there, made him fumble, and then looks like Cash Barnwell jumped on it for the Indians. But looks like illegal substitution with 12 men on the field for the Panthers. Excuse me, for the Indians. 1st and 5 now inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Panthers will line up 3 receivers to the far side and just 1 to the near. Rhodes to Phillips left. Hands it off to him, a good pull block, but stopped at the line. That's Jackson Winfrey getting in there and bringing him down. No gain for the Panthers, a 2nd and 5 from the 9 once again.
Not much happened in this drive with Michael Rhodes. We've seen a lot of Johnny Craven over the middle. As with this 2nd and 5, he might go right back to him.
3 receivers lined up to the near side this time, 1 to the far and Rhodes to the right. Phillips looks back to the sideline for the play. Phillips hands it off to Rhodes. Rhodes up the middle over the shoulder, push forward. Another first down for the Panthers. A nice gain will set up a 1st and goal from the 2.
Rhodes on the carry, picks up the first down. Ball is spotted at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for the Panthers.
An official timeout on the field. We'll be back right after this. Panthers get back on the field quick. Try to run a quick play here.
At the end of the first quarter.
So that will be the end of the first quarter.
Hey sports fans, we're back and it is my first time on the sidelines again for this 2025 season. It has been a very defensive heavy game so far this game. The forced 3 and out after the first drive for the Indians, the second drive coming back and having a forced fumble. Panthers answered back with a forced fumble on us. It's been so crazily defensive heavy and we're just about to try and stop this touchdown happening from the Panthers. And we've had so many blocked passes and it's been a very aggressive defensive game so far and we can't wait to see how it goes going into the second half. We'll see y'all later. Back to you, Kaden. Just keep it there.
Hey sports fans, it's time for another On the Spot!
Hands it off to Rhodes and right to the end zone. First play of the quarter. Micah Rhodes scores the first points of the game for the Panthers. 6-0. Panthers go up as they send their unit on for the point after. Morgan on for the point after. High snap, field goal is blocked by Malvo. Indians block the extra point, keep the Panthers at 6. Could help them later in the game. 11 minutes, 56 seconds left to go in the second quarter. The Panthers lead 6-0.
Good luck, PNG Indians, from your neighbors and partners in the community. Nations Federal Credit Union. Nations Federal Credit Union now has 11 locations and 3 here in Port Neches to help better serve you. Visit nachesfcu.org for more details. Kicking off for the Panthers, number 26, Zachary Morgan. Back deep for the Indians, number 30, Ryder McLeod, and number 6, Chris Diaz.
Zachary Morgan on to kick it away for the Panthers. Back deep, Chris Diaz and Ryder McLeod. McLeod will catch it at the 3 and return it. Right up the middle, he has some room. Good block. Up to the 50. Brought down after a huge return. 57-yard return from McLeod, and the Indians are in Panther territory. Be 1st and 10 from the 40.
A much needed momentum change there by Ryder McLeod.
Amazing blocks by the Indians right there, but you got to give it to Vincent Cormier for that final block. Got McLeod past the 50. Just got hawked down, as they say, and brought down. 40 yards to go, 11 minutes, 47 seconds.
This is the first time we'll see only receivers Tice Binkert and Jude Golke on the field.
Bailey gets the snap, hands it off to Diaz, puts his head down and brought down at the 35. A gain of 5 yards and a 2nd and 5 for the Indians. It's like both the Indians receivers will move to the far side. Hansing attached to the tackle's right. And Kane Romero, the H in the backfield. Bailey gets rid of it fast, up to Golke, gets up to the 24-yard line and pushed out of bounds, but not before an Indian first down.
First down for the Indians.
First reception there by Jude Golke of the night, and it was a big one. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the Panthers' 22-yard line.
Brisboe checks in for Binkert. He's lined up to the near side. He'll just hand it off to Diaz. Gets brought down by his chest. There's some pushing going on. It's got to be on the Panthers, but we'll see what they call. It's like the Panthers were quick to pull Cortland Guillory out of the game. Let's see if the penalty's on him. Unsportsmanlike conduct is called on Cortland Guillory. An automatic first down and a 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. It's like the newest addition to the team, Dalen Jackson, will check in for Brisboe. He's lined up to the far side. Golke, the lone receiver, to the near. Indians in I formation. Bailey under center, hands it off to Diaz. Puts his shoulder down but hit low. Still a 4-yard gain. It'll be a 2nd and goal here from the Panthers 5.
Diaz on the carry. Carried by number 10, Bobby S.A.
Great kick-out block there by number 41, Kane Romero, allowing Diaz to get that 4 yards. So it'll be a 2nd and 5, or 2nd and goal, excuse me.
Right back to the I formation here, the Indians. Golke to the near, Jackson to the far. Bailey gets the snap, hands it off to Henry, up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Indians. Tyson Henry gets the first 6 for the Indians. All tied up, 6-6. Eli West on for the point after. Reeves to snap, Drody to hold. Good snap, good hold. The kick is good. The Indians go up 7-6. 10 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the second quarter at the Reservation in Port Neches, Texas. Eli West on to kick it away. Line drive kick caught at the 18-yard line. Runs around a little bit. Hit initially by Malvo, but he's still up past the 50-yard line. And he's still up. He's going to go all the way. He only has Byron Franklin to beat, and he's not going to catch him. That will be a touchdown for the Panthers, but 2 flags on the field. Looks like that's going to bring him all the way back.
Panthers have the ball first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Indians defense back on the field. The unit for the Indians, Trevino, Barnwell, and Warner on the defensive line. Winfrey and Ross, middle linebackers. Satcher, looks like Satcher and Phelps on the outside. Phillips throws it to the outside, almost intercepted by Zane Newby. Zane Newby, interception early in last year's season opener versus Klein Oak. Had to get flashbacks right there, but drops it. It'll just be a incompletion and a 2nd and 10.
Perfect position to pick that ball off and go score just off the hands. It'll set up 2nd and 10.
Phillips hands it to Rhodes. Stopped by Trevino, but still up at the 24-yard line. Just couldn't bring him down. It's a gain of 6 after getting hit in the backfield, 6 yards after contact. Panthers will take that all day. Indians are going to have to limit that, especially getting into the game early, worrying about energy still. 9 minutes, 20 left to go in the second.
Exactly, Caden. Great job by Michael Rhodes making something out of nothing. 6-yard gain. It'll set them up a 3rd and 4 here at their own 24-yard line.
Empty backfield set. 3 receivers to the far and 2 to the near. Craven motions to the far side. Play action, rolls out left. Good pressure, just dumps it off. Nobody there. And incomplete will bring up a 4th down for the Panthers. Kind of hard to be aggressive and you're inside your own 25. Let's see what they decide to do here on a 4th down.
Great coverage there by number 20, Blake Satcher, and number 35, Jackson Winfrey.
The Panthers will check off the offense and bring out that punt unit on 4th down. Another delay of game on Klein Oak on their punt will set them back another 5 yards. Punter Morgan is set up at the 6-yard line. Another short punt for the Panthers will be fair. Caught at the 45-yard line. Indians starting in Panthers territory once again. 8 minutes, 51 seconds left in the second quarter here at the Reservation in Port Neches, Texas.
There's a flag on the play.
Line up kick, quick pass on the offense, number 7. It'll be half the distance to the goal, replay 4 count.
Half the distance to the goal line. Morgan on to punt it away again inside the Indians' end zone. Gets it off just in time. Guidry another fair catch, this time at the 38-yard line. Indians moving closer and closer. This time 8 minutes, 44 seconds left to go. Be right back with all the action here on Indian Press when we get back. First and 10 for the Indians. Jackson and Golke to the near side. Jackson on the slant, drops it. His first target of his career is dropped. Was broken up there by number 19, Harrison Carter, though. It'll be second and 10 again for the Indians.
Great job by Carter playing Jackson's hands, forcing the incompletion. It'll be a second and 10 from the Panthers' 38-yard line.
Second and 10, Bailey gets the snap, play action. Looks to the near side, a lot of pressure. He has a lot of room. Takes it himself and is brought down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. It'll be a 3rd and 3 here for the Indians.
As in these situations last year, we would see the heavy set go out there and Mason Winchell get the automatic first down. With the departure of Mason Winchell, we will not be able to do that this year, as we'll most likely see Tyson Henry.
I formation here for the Indians. Brisboe to the far, Golke to the near. Bailey messes up the handoff, and Henry gets brought down in the backfield. A little miscommunication there. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards, a 4th and 5 now at the 32-yard line. Indians being aggressive here, checking off both the tight ends and putting in Guidry and Benkert.
Great job by number 41, Skylar Wilson, coming off the edge untouched. Gets the tackle of loss, sets up a 4th and 5.
Fourth and 5 here for the Indians. 2 running back set. Bailey steps back left side of the field. Nobody open, but gets it out to Brisboe, and a first down for the Indians. Catch is made, and the Indians will be set up at the 25-yard line with a new set of downs.
Great job by Bailey escaping the pressure and finding Brisboe on the hash. It'll get them a new set of downs here, 1st and 10 from the Panthers' 25-yard line.
Different look for the Indians here. I formation on first down. The fullback, Kane Romero, lined up right behind Bailey. He'll hand it off to Henry. A couple of good blocks, but they get in from the outside. Good job by Henry jumping forward a little bit for some extra yards right at the end. We'll set up a 2nd and 7 now from the Panthers' 22. Second and 7, Bailey hands it off to Henry on the stretch. Little face mask, and there is the flags all over the field and thrown in from way back there.
Flag on play.
Indians will be appreciative of the 15 yards they'll get on the penalty, an automatic first down, and bring them inside the red zone.
Purple foul. Face mask on the defense, number 90. Out the distance to the goal. First down.
After the big hit, Tyson Henry will take a break, and we will see Chris Diaz onto the field and running back.
Ball spotted at the Panthers' 10-yard line.
First and goal from the Klein Oak 10. Bailey gets the snap, hands it off to Diaz, up the middle, a hole, he's still up and into the end zone. Touchdown, Indians, another 6. They go up 13-6. Good snap, good hold. Eli West kick is good. The Indians go up 14-6. 5 minutes, 59 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
Indorama Ventures is a proud supporter for our PNG students. Score cash for college, no fees, and nationwide access with an Indians debit card from Do Good Credit Union. With Do Good, you're always on the winning team. When you need solutions, trust Signature Group. We specialize in building and civil construction, environmental services, and disaster recovery. Trust the group. Signature Group.
Eli West back on to kick it away for the Indians. Good kick by West, lands at the 14. A nice bounce, forces him to return it. Hit hard by Winfrey, and he's moving way back. There you go, bring him down. Like it. Winfrey getting the crowd going right before the half. Set the Panthers inside of their own 15 at the 15. First and 10, Panthers.
It'll be first and 10, Panthers at their own 15-yard line.
First and 10, empty backfield for the Panthers. Rhodes motions to the far side. A screen pass, and he's hit at his ankles and brought down by Zane Newby.
Zane Newby all over the field today. 2 pass breakups earlier and a tackle for loss now. That'll set up a 2nd and 13 here for the Panthers.
Zane Newby putting on a clinic tonight for the Indians. An outstanding first half. 3 receivers to the near side, Rhodes to his left, and 1 receiver to the far. He hands it off to Rhodes, met in the backfield. Makes some guys miss, though, and brought down at the 22-yard line. A really good gain of about 10 yards right there and bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Panthers. Big 3rd down for the Indians here. Crucial, try to get the ball one more time before the half. Phillips steps back, taking himself up the middle. Winfrey gets him in the backfield. He's going nowhere. A 1-yard gain. It'll bring up a 4th and 1. Let's see what the Panthers decide to do here on 4th down.
Number 14, Chad Johnson, the quarterback keeper.
Smart decision would be to punt it and allow your defense to go to work, and that's exactly what they'll do. They'll bring out the punt unit, relying on their defense to stop the Indians from scoring.
Zachary Morgan on to punt it away for the Panthers. Good snap, another short punt going far right. Rolls out of bounds. Looks like stays in and picked up. Indians starting in Panthers territory once again. A new set of downs at the Klein Oak 47 when we get back right here on Indian Press from the Reservation in Port Neches, Texas. Bailey motions in Golke, play action, but it really open, throws it deep for Jackson, but underthrown and incomplete. Very, very good coverage right there by number 15, Meacham Hall.
Pass is incomplete, 10 for number 10, Dalen Jackson. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
Indians trying to get Dalen Jackson that deep ball. Klein Oak DB's all over it. See what the Indians will draw up here.
Bailey gets the snap, play action, throws it out quick for Golke. Pass caught at the 40, he'll fly up to the 36 and a 1st down for the Indians.
Jude Golke, 2 catches, 2 first downs as they make their way into Panther territory. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Panthers' 36-yard line.
36-yard line of the Panthers.
New set of downs as the game clock nears 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Again, Golke to the near side and Brisboe to the far. Bailey hands it off to Henry, but fumbles the snap. Excuse me, fumbles the handoff, but there is flags on the play. It's gonna be a full offsides on the defense.
Offside on the defense, number 40. Offside penalty. Replay first.
Took the refs a while to throw the flag on that play, but most definitely offsides, as that'll set the Indians up 5 more yards. Be 1st and 5 from the 31-yard line.
First and 5, the Indians have it at the Panthers' 31-yard line. Bailey gets the snap, play action, throws it quick again for Golke. He gets inside the 15, pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line, but a huge gain. They'll call it a gain of 15 right there by Golke and a 1st down. Indians inside the red zone looking for another 6.
Good RPO there by Connor Bailey. Great read, realizing the run wasn't there, hitting Jude Golke for another 1st down. Jude Golke having 3 catches today and over 50 yards.
First and goal from the 15. One receiver to both sides of the field. A tight end to the tackle's right. Henry gets the snap up the middle, pushes off a tackle into the end zone. Touchdown, Indians. Tyson Henry gets another 6. The Indians go up 20-6.
15-yard touchdown run on number 27, Tyson Henry.
Extra point, Reeves the snap, Drody to hold. Good snap, good hold. West kick is good. The Indians putting on a show in the second quarter. 21-6 with 2 minutes, 44 seconds left to go in the second. Eli West back out again to kick it away. Catch caught at the 27-yard line, makes 2 guys miss, but isn't going anywhere. Right down at the 29-yard line.
Number 4, Antonio Durrell on the return. Tackled by number 15, Christian Chason.
Micah Rhodes and the Klein Oak Panthers offense make their way onto the field.
The first and 10 for the Panthers at their own 29-yard line.
With less than 3 minutes left to go, 2 minutes 39. Expect a lot of pass here. Can't really go wrong with a run, though. I'm sure they could score with that with Micah Rhodes. 2 receivers to the near, 2 to the far. Johnson gets the snap and hands it off to Rhodes. Goes to the outside, but he's going nowhere. Loses a yard and brought back for a 2nd and 11 here for the Panthers.
Rhodes on the carry.
As with 2 minutes, 25 seconds left here in the second quarter, the Panthers are not going to want to give the ball back to the Indians, as they might just chew clock here, get that first down and throw a deep shot. If it doesn't go their way, we'll just let the clock run to 0.
2nd and 11. Panthers stack 3 receivers to the near side. Still 1 guy to the far and Rhodes to Johnson's right. Hard count, nobody jumps. Newest thing to high school football, the 2-minute timeout. In action here, we'll be right back at the Reservation in Port Neches, Texas.
Classic Southeast Texas proudly supports the PNG Indians. For all your automotive needs, choose Classic. You're number 1 in volume because you're number 1 in price. STI Group is a proud sponsor of PNG Athletics.
3 receivers stacked up to the near again and 1 to the far. Johnson steps back, middle of the field. Nobody really open. Winfrey tries to deflect the pass, but Rhodes still brings it down. Gain of 5 yards and a 3rd and 6 here for the Panthers.
Great catch right there by Michael Rhodes. Jackson Winfrey all over him. Be about a 5-yard gain. It'll set up 3rd and 7 here from their own 32-yard line.
3rd and 6. Johnson steps back, middle of the field. Rhodes makes 2 guys miss. Still up past the 40-yard line, so that'll be a 1st down for the Panthers.
Panthers running their 2-minute offense, and you're going to see Michael Rhodes get the ball 99% of the time here.
He's looking for Rhodes and Craven. Throws it deep, a wide open receiver. Pass is caught, and he's still going into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Panthers setting up the long touchdown. We saw Michael Rhodes 3 plays in a row. Indians defense not expecting it. Down the sideline. It'll be 12-21 here with 1 minute and 12 seconds left here in the 2nd quarter.
Will Stewart on the 57-yard touchdown reception. It's going to be Zachary Morgan on to kick the point after, right after this.
The 57-yard touchdown pass from number 14, Chad Johnson, to number 13, Finn Morgan.
Zachary Morgan on for the point after. Snap is good, hold is good. Morgan's kick right down the middle. 21-13.
1 minute, 12 seconds to go in the half. It is Indians 21.
1 minute and 12 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Indians get the ball when we get back, see if they can't score one more time before the half. Morgan on to kick it away for the Panthers. Golke returning it from the 12-yard line. Makes a guy miss. Another hole. A good return here for the Indians once again. This time only up to their own 33-yard line. Looks like we're going to have another official timeout on the field.
Golke on the return. Tackled by number 36.
All right, they're about to get to you. What'd he say? Oh, he said go. Hey, sports fans, we're back, and I am here with Chloe, Phoenix, Emma, and T, some of our seniors here. And we are going to go and give them a little bit of football trivia about our PNG team. So, T, what position does Cash Barnwell play?
D-line.
All right.
Oh, who's your favorite player?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who is your favorite player?
Jet Boggs.
All right. Emma,
Yes.
what position does Chris Diaz play?
I think he's a receiver, but I don't know.
All right, and who is your favorite player?
Eli West, and Chris is a running back, sorry.
All right, Phoenix.
Hello.
All right. What position does Aaron Wolford play?
That's easy.
O-line.
Can you be a little more specific?
Bailey passes it off on the
guard.
screen to Henry.
Left
He's
guard.
still up after he makes a guy
Close
miss.
enough. Who's your favorite
45-yard
position?
line,
Who's
first
your favorite
down.
player?
I'm going to go with Brayson
Okay,
Lofton.
first and
Bryson,
10
all right,
from the
all right.
Indians'
And
48.
Chloe,
One
what
play and
position
another official
does
timeout.
Connor Bailey play?
Quarterback.
Good job. All right. Who's your favorite player?
Philip Holmes.
Philip Holmes. All right. That is a great response, guys. Thank you so much for playing. And we'll see you all at the end of halftime. Back to you, Kaden. I low-key just completely forgot who I told.
We're ready.
First and 10 from their own 48. 3 receivers on the field. Play action. He's got a lot of time. Golke wide open, way down the field. Pass is caught at the 15 and brought down at the 6-yard line. First down, Indians.
Beautiful there by Jude Golke running a fake post. The DB biting on it. Jude Golke wide open as that'll set him up. Inside Panthers 10-yard line, they'll mark him down at the 6.
Huge play right there and a bomb from Connor Bailey. He hands it off to Henry up the middle, met at the line and pushed way back. Indians call a timeout. With their second of the half, 21 seconds left to go. 21-13, the Indians lead. A second and goal when we get back. Two running back set for the Indians. Bailey steps back, looks to Golke over the middle and almost intercepted. Number 10, Bobby Asay on the deflection for the Panthers. Will bring up a third and goal for the Indians.
After the big play to Golke, the Indians were trying to give Golke the touchdown right there, just not able to hit him. It'll be a third and goal from the Panthers' 8-yard line.
A new look right there. We didn't really get to note it, but Golke and Henry in the backfield and passing out of it. Be interesting to see what we can do out of that formation as we get deeper into the season. Bailey, play action, left side, has a man open, underthrown, and Benkert hit on the ground. It'll bring up a 4th and goal from the Klein Oak 5.
Complete to number 80, Tice Benkert. It's a 4th down and goal.
He's going to let the clock run down to 1. Final timeout of the half. We'll bring on Eli West to kick on the field goal. Eli West on for the field goal right before the half. Klein Oak icing him.
Klein Oak, second time out of the half.
Very interesting to see here. Definitely Eli West's first time getting iced. See if that affects anything here on the field goal. .22-yarder here for West. The snap by Reeves is good. Hold is good. Eli West kick is good. And the Indians go up 24-13. An 11-point lead for the Indians heading into the locker room.
Hey sports fans, we're back and we're about to go into halftime with the Klein Oak Panther band leading us off. It was a great, strong first half for the Indians, and as you can see by the scoreboard, the Indians are winning 24-13 with a great first half, and we're ready to see how the second half goes. So here you go with your Klein Oak Panther band, with the Purple Pride band, with their brand new uniforms about ready to go. We'll see y'all soon.
Lieutenant Major Sophia Coletti and Major Alana Coop. The social officers are President Olivia Taylor, Vice President Thea Black, new member advisor Michaela Sprague, Secretary Anna Proctor, Social Media Coordinator Riley Diven, Historian Michaela Hernandez, Spirit Coordinator Jamie Porter, Social coordinator Mackenzie Dell and wardrobe coordinators Chloe Mai and Sydney Barnes. The Strutters would like to recognize Strutter of the Week Emily Acuna, Spirit Girl of the Week Addison Denson, and Officer of the Week Chloe Mai. And now the Strutters will perform their field palm routine to Blinding Lights. Fantastic job, ladies. The Strutters would like to thank our booster club for providing transportation and meals for tonight's game. Our Strutter family is truly the best. Now entering the field is the 2025 Klein Oak High School Marching Band. The band is under the direction of David McGrath, Kelsey Blansett, Jesus Garciaga, Jack Baker, and Pierre Brown. We would like to recognize the following Klein Oak Band members of the week: Annalisa Dunphy, Joseph Carvalho, James Hill, Sierra Hammond. Our leader of the week is Ethan Samuel. Our section of the week is the trombones. For your halftime entertainment, the Oak Marching Band will be performing the first two movements of their 2025 production entitled Toyetic. Drum majors, Janine Anciola, Eric Asinga, Anna Sophia Cruz, Sebastian Rodriguez, and Braden Stewart. Is your band ready? The field is yours for halftime exhibition. Klein Oak Marching Band has a rich tradition of excellence. Recent honors include being named finalists at the Bands of America North and South Houston regional competitions, as well as being named finalists at the Lone Star Preview and UIL Area F competitions. The band also advanced to the UIL Class 5A State Championship contest for the 4th consecutive year. The Klein Oak students and band staff would like to thank Superintendent Dr. Jenny McGowan, Fine Arts Coordinator Mr. Frank Shooter, Klein Oak Principal Mr. Thomas Hensley, and the Klein Oak Band Association for their incredible support. Welcome.
In the words of legendary announcer Mr. Tip Durham, bonsoir mes amis, les bon temps roulez. It is with particular pleasure and profound pride I present to you the Purple Pride of Fort Neches Grove, the Indian Band and Indianettes, 2025-2026. The performing groups under the field direction of drum majors Peyton Bryan, Madison Cantrell, Cheyenne Sadler, and Allison Trump. Please direct your attention to the field as the Indian twirlers perform their routine to I'm Still Standing. 2025-2026 Indian twirlers are co-head twirler Brooklyn Buckaloo, co-head twirler Riley West, Chloe Blanchard, Evelyn Durham, Madison McBride, Maggie Stutes, Addison Tobias, Sophia Totten, Kristen Vu. Indianettes will now take the field. 2025-2026 Indian officers from left to right are Lieutenant Aaron Morris, Lieutenant Layla Budwine, Lieutenant Lanny Abshire, Captain Betsy McIntyre, Lieutenant Bailey Shields, Lieutenant Reese Placella, Lieutenant Macy Lumpkin. The Indianettes will now perform a routine to Paint It Black. It is a tradition for the Indianettes to announce the most outstanding individuals of the week. Indianette of the week is Candace Jacob. Indianette directors are Courtney Shakesnyder, Alicia Barnett, and Alicia Abshire. Indian band and Indianettes will now perform their halftime show to Crazy in Love. The band now moves into the traditional marching aisle. Band directors are Alex Wells, Christian Griffin, J.C. Alexander, and Caitlin Manning. Indian twirler sponsor is Tony Hopper.
other spirit groups, and thank you so much for that halftime performance sponsored by Cascade Vibration Solutions. Before we get back, I got to speak to defensive back coach Kyler Segura about what he saw in last night's game that helped them better prepare for tonight. He told me that it helped him.
Kicking off for the Panthers.
Morgan kicks it away,
Last night,
caught
special
by
teams didn't work out the way they did. They had two
McLeod
turnovers
and brought
on
up to the
onside kicks
33-yard
and
line.
turnover on downs. Not a turnover on downs.
Indians start the half up 24-13, and they will start on offense. Look to carry that lead even further. They will start at their own 32-yard line. One receiver to the near side, one to the far. Bailey gets the snap, hands it off to Henry up the middle, makes a guy miss in the backfield, and rolls over to the 35-yard line. A short gain of 3 yards and a 2nd and 7 here for the Indians.
Could see a pass play here from the Indians, as it'll be about a 2nd and 7. 3-yard gain there by Tyson Henry.
2nd and 7. Same set for the Indians. Henry to Bailey's left this time. Gets the snap, hands it off to Henry. Henry up the middle behind Wolford. Push forward up to the 38-yard line, and that'll be enough for an Indians first down.
Henry on the carry. Enough for first down for the Indians.
And this is what PNG does best when they have the lead. They chew the clock, they run the ball. As you see, we'll give Tyson Henry a break and let Chris Diaz go out there. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line.
New set of downs from their own 42. Bailey motions, hands it off on the stretch to Diaz. Only gets back to the line of scrimmage before he's brought down. They'll call it a gain of 1, a 2nd and 9 here for the Indians.
Chris Diaz on the carry. Talk about him being Bobby and say. We go with 1 on the play, brings a 2nd down and 9.
With the departure of Layden Williams, we have seen a lot of number 41 Kane Romero and number 42 Ledger Hansing.
Second and 9. Bailey gets the snap, play action, middle of the field. Catch made by Golke and brought down at the 45-yard line. First down, Indians.
Hey, sports fans, before the game tonight, I got to speak to defensive back coach Kyler Segura. I asked him what they saw at last night's JV and freshman games that helped them better prepare for tonight. He told me that it really made them focus on all 3 aspects of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. Last night's in JV's game, special teams did not go the way they had 3 different turnovers while in a special teams play, and so today they really wanted to harp on our special teams, and it's worked so far. We've had multiple really good drives on kickoffs, and one especially by junior Ryder McLeod, getting us all the way into Klein Oak territory just to start our beginning drive and we ended that drive with a touchdown. Special teams is a huge aspect of the game, and we're ready to continue seeing where it takes us tonight. Thank you so much. Back to you, Caden.
2nd and 10. 1 receiver to each side. Henry Diaz to Bailey's left. Bailey gets the snap. Tries to take it himself on the draw, but brought back down in the backfield.
And 9, Connor Bailey sacked on the play. 3rd down and 14.
Sack made by number 50. Only a loss of 4 yards will set up a 3rd and 14 here for the Indians.
These situations throughout this game, we've seen Jude Golke come in clutch. 6 catches, over 100 yards tonight. We'll see what Connor Bailey does right here.
3rd and 14. Bailey gets the snap, hands it off to Diaz, up the middle, makes a guy miss, and is still going at the 41-yard line. He's brought down. That will set up a 4th down and 6. Indians are going to keep the offense on the field and go for it. A little aggression here to start the second half. Love to see it as we approach the 8-minute mark in the 3rd quarter. It'll be Brisboe in the slot and Golke on the numbers to the far side. Diaz, the running back, to Bailey's right. They're going to call Bailey to back up for the punt. Low snap. He gets it away. Good roll. And picked up at the 1-yard line. Just about as perfect as it can get right there for the Indians. Pins the Panthers at the 1-yard line with 7 minutes and 44 seconds left to go here at the Reservation in Port Neches, Texas.
Panthers will take over.
First and 10 from their own 1-yard line. A running back to both sides of the quarterback and 2 receivers to the near side and 1 to the far. Johnson gets the snap, and it'll be called a false start. That will set the Panthers back a couple inches since they're already at the 1-yard line. Can't go much further than that. No Micah Rhodes on the field here for the Panthers. It's going to be 1st and 11 from inside the 1-yard line. Again, 2 running backs to each side of the quarterback, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Johnson takes himself up the middle. Looks like he just barely got out of the end zone. They'll say he fumbled it. PNG recovers a touchdown for the Indians on the recovery.
Connor Bailey's punt, pinning him inside the 1. PNG forcing the fumble in the end zone, putting them up 30-13 with 7 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
Jackson Winfrey forces the fumble, and Blake Brashers picks it up in the end zone for 6. The Indians go up 30-13. On comes Eli West and company for the point after. Bond to snap, Girodi to hold, and West to kick. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is good. The Indians get another one, 31-13. An amazing first drive for the Indians. We'll be right back with all the action on Indian Press at the Reservation in Port Neches, Texas.
Same and next day appointments are now available at Chris's Sports Medicine and the Beaumont Bone and Joint Institute Sports Medicine Center. Call 1-800-218-9355. 5 Point Credit Union is a proud sponsor of PNG Athletics. You belong here.
low lining kick caught at the 10-yard line with some room. Initial hit by Valson and brought down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers will take it from there. Before we get started, we would like to make a special thank you to our sponsors: Cascade Vibration Solutions, Leo Weeks Photographers, Complete Athlete, Farmers Insurance James Carpenter Agency, Maria's Diner, F. Mole Masonry, Gregory Law Firm, Advantage Real Estate, Drody Roofing and Construction, Priority Health and Wound Care, Classic Finds, the Port Neches Groves Masonic Lodge. Thank you all so much. Johnson on the carry, stays up and gets brought down eventually at the 49-yard line. Good gain of 16 yards and a first down for the Panthers.
Didn't see Johnson a lot in the first half. Here in the second half, he's proving his game on the legs, definitely getting the first down there, almost into PNG territory.
New set of downs from the Panthers, 49. 4 receivers to the left side and 1 to the near. Johnson gets rid of it to Craven and gets brought down by Malvo right before the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 9. 2nd and 1 for the Panthers.
Malvo Jr. Pick up a 9 on the play, brings the second down and 1.
Second and 1. Johnson, hard count, nobody jumps. Looks to the sideline for the play. It'll be 3 receivers set up to the far and 2 to the near. Johnson throws a screen out and incomplete. Looks like it was a forward pass. We'll bring up a 3rd and 1 for the Panthers.
Haven't seen Micah Rhodes here in the second half, and this would be the position where you would want him on the field, this 3rd and short, wanting to get the first down and move the chains.
3rd and 1, the running back to Johnson's right. Motions him to the far side, steps back, middle of the field, nobody open. Has a guy downfield, but looks like intercepted by, looks like the Indian defender could not come down with it. A battle right there. But there is a penalty on the field. The catch is made by number 19, Jace Ortega. Holding on the offense. We'll set them back 10 yards. It'll be a 3rd and 11 for the Panthers.
A little bit of sigh of relief there from the PNG fans. That would have set them up inside the 10-yard line.
Third and 11, empty backfield again. 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far. Still no Rhodes on offense. Johnson steps back middle of the field, has Craven open over the middle. He'll take it himself. Makes Winfrey miss and is still going up to the 40-yard line. He will move enough up to get a first down. A new set of downs for the Panthers at the Indians 40.
Chad Johnson powering through PNG's defense, getting the first down, moving the chains after the flag.
First and 10, Johnson, hard count, nobody jumped. Does it again, no reaction. Gets the snap, takes it himself up the middle, a good block and hit hard by Blake Satcher. A gain of 5 yards and a 2nd and 5 here for the Panthers. Gavin Turpin will check in for Blake Tucker on the 2nd down. Second and 5, 3 receivers to the far, 1 to the near. Johnson steps back, surveys right, looks downfield. No pressure. Rolls out of the pocket and hit out of bounds. He'll still get a gain of 3 on the short carry. They'll credit number 40, Parker Ross, with the tackle. A 3rd and 2 here for the Panthers.
Great protection there from the Panthers. Johnson realizing having nobody open, using his legs, setting up the 3rd and short.
Third and 2, Johnson, read option, takes it himself up the middle. No gain, brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 4th and 2 here for the Panthers. They're going to have to go for it with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the 3rd. They will keep the offense out there. Indian crowd will get loud for 4th down. Johnson, quick snap, gets it up the middle. Winfrey beats him at the line. Looks like they are going to get enough for a 1st down. Caleb Johnson's 3-yard rush results in a 1st down for the Panthers. Kane Warner will check into the game for Cash Barnwell. Klein Oak moving fast here late in the 3rd quarter. Johnson gets the snap, hands it off to his back. Gets the outside, but brought down by Bryson Phelps at the 31-yard line, just a gain of 1. There's penalties on the field.
Go back to that last play. Chad Johnson doing whatever he can to keep the Klein Oak Panthers in this game. They will call a holding on the offense. That will set them back 10 yards. It'll be a 1st and 20 from the PNG's 40.
Be a repeat of 1st down on that carry, number 6, Trey Robinson. New personnel here for the Panthers. That's 4 receivers to the far side. Johnny Craven, the lone receiver to the near. Johnson gets the snap, steps back, looks Craven's way. Catch made at the 30, makes Malvo miss. Still up at the 20-yard line before he's brought down by Satcher and Stewart. 1st down, Panthers.
Michael Rhodes will check back onto the field. It's the first time we've seen him this half. Already 3 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter.
Rhodes moves to Johnson's left, gets the carry immediately, gets the outside. Quick work from Rhodes as he gets a 1st down on his 1st carry of the 2nd half, 11-yard gain. It'll be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line for the Panthers.
Michael Rhodes fighting through the adversity, going out there, getting the 1st down for the Panthers. See what the Panthers draw up.
Looks like the Indians will call a timeout, slow things down a little bit. The Indians lead 31-13 with 3 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back here at the Reservation in Port Neches, Texas. First and goal for the Panthers at the 9-yard line. Johnson, power read, takes it himself up the middle, but the wrong read there He loses a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal from the 10 here.
The Panthers utilizing a more run-heavy offense here in this second half with Chad Johnson.
Second and goal from the 10. 4 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Johnson gets the snap, throws a screen out to Rhodes. Has some room and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Micah Rhodes gets his 2nd score of the game. Still 31-19, 2 minutes 23 left to go after the Rhodes touchdown reception.
10-yard pass for number 14, Chad Johnson. Number 5, Micah Rhodes.
That's exactly what me and Caden were talking about before this game. When Michael Rhodes is on the field, he is going to make an impact, and that's exactly what you saw right there. 2nd touchdown of the night.
Zachary Morgan's point after is good.
Morgan converts the extra point.
They cut it down to 11. The Indians still lead 31-20. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Don't go far. We're bringing all the action to you on Indian Press right here at the Reservation in Port Neches, Texas. Morgan on to kick it away for the Panthers. Kick caught by Diaz at the 14. He'll bring it up to the 22 before he's hit and brought down immediately.
Diaz on the return for the Indians.
Indians
will start from their own 29-yard line.
Hey sports fans, we just want to come give you a quick score update for a couple of our local teams. First off, Lake Creek Montgomery versus Magnolia. They are losing currently 41-7. And then we have Nederland versus Lumberton. They are currently tied 3-3. And we have our next week's matchup, Beaumont United versus Belair. They are tied 10-10. We'll see y'all later in the 4th quarter for another interview. Back
Bailey
to you,
gets the
Caden.
snap and hands it off to Henry. Henry caught by Guillory at the 34-yard line, gain of 4 yards, a 2nd and 6 for the Indians.
Bobby, 5-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 5.
Second and 6, Bailey play action, throws it out quick for Benkert. Makes the catch at the 34 and hit hard out of bounds at the 45-yard line, but not before an Indians first down.
Benkert getting his first reception of the night. It will be for a first down. So you can almost imagine PNG is going to run the ball here, shoot some clock, and not allow the Panthers offense to get back onto the field.
One receiver to each side of the field. Bailey, hard count, nobody jumped. Hands the snap to Henry. Henry right up the middle and pushed by his big lineman. Will get him into Klein Oak territory. It's a gain of 7 yards, and will set up a 2nd and 3. Talk about big linemen. Feels like we're missing somebody to start off this year. Jackson Christian made it to the University of Texas. Made the travel roster. He will be there in Ohio State tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. The University of Texas plays Ohio State, arguably the biggest game of the year on week 1. My favorite team, the Longhorns. I got them winning by 30. That's just me, though. Hard count. Everybody jumped. That'll be 5 yards to add on. So everybody's pointing at each other. Let's see what the refs have to say. There will be a false start and 5 yards for the Indians. That'll be a first down. The new set of downs will start at the 43-yard line in Klein Oak territory. Golke to the near, Brisboe to the far. It's like Golke started running his route. Nobody else was moving. That'll bring them back 5 yards. A 1st and 15. They'll be at the 48-yard line.
Some miscommunication there from Bailey and Golke. Golke will take a step off as Guidry will go back on.
First and 15. Guidry to the near and Brisboe to the far. Bailey motions Guidry to the far side. Play action, looks his way. Underthrown but caught by Guidry. He'll mark him down.
Pass complete to number 14, John.
Interesting judgment right there, but they will mark him down after 2 yards gain. It'll be a 2nd and 13 from the Klein Oak 46. That's the end of the third quarter. After 3, the Indians lead 31-20. Take a break and we'll be right back right here on YouTube. Indian Press here at the Reservation in Port Neches, Texas. Second and 14 here for the Indians. Bailey hands it off to Henry on the stretch. A good block, but hit hard on the knees. 3rd and 11. Indians will have it at the 44-yard line. Golke will check in for Guidry. And off comes Hansing and Romero. On again goes Guidry and Benkert. Benkert on the numbers to the near side, Guidry in the slot. Brisboe, the lone receiver, to the far. Golke and Henry in the backfield to each side of Bailey. Looks like the Indians didn't get the snap off in time. It's going to be a delay of game. Set them back 5 yards. Be a 3rd and 16 here for the Indians at the 49.
As we see Jude Golke check off the field on checks number 10, Dalen Jackson. Bailey's tried to connect with Jackson a couple times. We could see another one right here.
2 receivers to the near, 1 to the far. Jackson being pressed to the far side. Bailey steps back, looks at the screen for Henry. A good block, and he has some room. Good block by Jackson down the field, but just gets off of it. A big first down reception for Henry. First down, Indians.
Haven't seen the RB screen all night. Great job by Coach Jizzy and this offense of utilizing it and getting the first down.
Looks like an official timeout on the field. We'll be right back right after this.
Like anthem.
Powered by Cascade.
Some key notes on the coaching side of things for the Indians. Lost 2 pretty important coaches this year. Coach Rowland, the offensive line coach, took an offensive coordinator job at North Mesquite High School in the DFW area, and Dean Guidry departed. Back to the action though here, 1st and 10. The Indians at their own 20 set at the 1st and 10, Bailey gets the snap, hands it off to Henry, has a hole up the middle, and he's going all the way. Touchdown, Tyson Henry. Another one for Henry. Give him another 6. The Indians go up 37-20. Hudson Bond on the snap. Connor Drody to hold and Eli West to kick. Good snap, good hold. Eli West's kick is good. The Indians up 18 now, 38-20. 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the final quarter here at the Reservation in Port Neches, Texas.
favorite part about being in G Crew and why is I get to run the flags and get stronger every day, and I get to do it with my best friends.
My favorite part about G Crew is getting to be with all my friends because we really know how to hype up the crowd and be happy all the time. All right, thank you guys, and thank you so much. Y'all are wonderful G Crew members, and we'll see y'all later. Back to you, Kaden.
West high kick will be fair. Fair catch is made at the 27-yard line. We're going to talk about right before we left where the two coaches that departed this past year, Indians brought in 3 new coaches, offensive line. They brought him back. Coach Dan Welch. It's been a long time, but Coach Welch found his way back home to PNG. They brought a new outside linebacker coach, Coach Lancaster from C.O. Wilson Middle School. Was all throughout the Nederland schools in his time there, and then brought in a strength and conditioning coach that's just completely shape-shifted the team. Coach Miller from Port Arthur Memorial. He's been a blessing for the Indians all throughout the offseason. Johnson hits his receiver on the slant, a gain of 5 yards. Set up a 2nd and 5 for the Panthers.
Down 18 points. Panthers are going to have a faster pace offense here. Only 10 minutes left here in the 4th quarter, needing 3 scores.
Second and 6. Johnson steps back. Has a little bit of time and gets rid of it. Catch made and gets past the 50-yard line. A nice hit by Dane Stewart, but not soon enough. A big gain and a first down for the Panthers, now in Indian territory.
Tackle made by Dane Stewart, catch made by Will Stewart. Panthers will move into PNG territory. They'll mark him down at the 48-yard line.
New set of downs from the Indians' 48-yard line. 4 receivers to the near side. Micah Rhodes out there. Johnny Craven to the far side. Johnson looking Rhodes' way, not open though. Was a guy downfield and almost intercepted by Balin Valson. Another new junior football player who came over from basketball. His father, Barry Valson, played at Port Arthur Memorial and played at the University of Troy. 2nd and 10. Panthers in Indians territory. 3 receivers to the far, 2 to the near. Hard count, nobody jump. Looks to the side for the play. Panthers get the play in, relays it to the line. Johnson steps back, throws it out quick for Rhodes on the bubble. Hit hard and he's going down. That's Bryson Phelps, not letting him go anywhere. That'll be a loss of only 2 yards with the forward progress. A 2nd and 12 here from the 50 for the Panthers.
So we can see frustration there on the Panthers side, just kind of at a loss of hope with 9 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Taking quite a while to relay the play over here to the offense.
Third and 12. Coach McDaniel running in there to call a timeout. Coach McDaniel running in there to call a timeout on 3rd down. That'll be his 2nd timeout of the half. 8 minutes, 41 left to go in the 4th quarter. The Indians still lead 38-20. That 3rd down coming at you as soon as we get back. We're here at the Reservation in Port Neches, Texas. It's third down. 2 receivers to the near side, 3 to the far. Johnson steps back, has pressure from Tucker. Tries to take it himself. Pass dropped right at the first down marker. I'll bring up 4th down for the Panthers. They're going to have to go for it here.
A devastating drop there by the Panthers. If they would have caught it, they would have had the first down, move the chains. Now it is a 4th and long here at the 50-yard line.
Fourth and 13. Let's see what the Panthers can draw up here on 4th down. Indians blitzing. Johnson with some room, has a guy open, and the catch is made. And he drops it right before he hits the ground. A turnover on downs. PNG ball. They'll get it at the 50-yard line. 8 minutes, 26 left to go in the 4th quarter.
As we have a break, we'll check on some inter-district score updates. We'll go over to Huntsville-Brenham. Huntsville 6, Brenham 27. Lake Creek versus Magnolia. Lake Creek 7, Magnolia 41. We'll go over to Kingwood Park versus Montgomery. Kingwood Park 41, Montgomery 24. And Nederland versus Lumberton is all tied up at 3. As Connor Bailey will hand it off to Tyson Henry for no gain. It'll be a 2nd and 10 from the 50-yard line.
Rosner's on the tackle for the Panthers.
Off checks Tyson Henry, on checks Chris Diaz. Bailey gets the snap and hits Golke over the middle. Caught, will be a down at about the 37-yard line. And that'll move the chains. It'll be a 1st down.
First and 10 for the Indians at the Klein Oak 37. It's Benkert and Golke to the near side and Diaz to Bailey's right. Play action again, gets it off to Benkert. Catch is made and tries to hit it out, but he'll still bring it past just about to the 1st down marker. They will give it to him. 1st down Indians.
A little bit of an excessive celebration there from Harrison Carter, being down 18 points with 7 minutes left.
Just past the 7-minute mark. 1st and 10 at the 27 here. Brisboe to the near, Golke to the far. I formation, Bailey under center, gets the snap, hands it off to Diaz. Diaz up the middle. Met right after about 3 yards. Only a gain of 3 and a 2nd and 7 for the Indians.
The Klein Oak Panthers are just losing hope. Down 3 scores with 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Maybe too much time left on the clock for PNG to ice it, but one more defensive stop and that'll be it.
Wouldn't be mad at one more touchdown, make a statement here late in the game. Again, Golke and Brisboe to the far side. Bailey will hand it off to Diaz. Diaz makes a guy miss in the backfield. Tries to get a little support to move him forward. Doesn't get much. It'll be a 3rd and 3 here now right at the red zone at the 20-yard line. Indians checking in Guidry. Wildcat formation. Here comes Matney and Barnwell to check on for Diaz and Golke. Big old heavy set on the field. Brisboe, the lone receiver to the near side. Dawson Guidry, the senior receiver. Last year's backup quarterback, will be the Wildcat this year for the Indians. Two fullbacks behind both guards. Guidry gets the snap right up the middle, finds a hole and gets past to the 15-yard line. First down, Indians.
As we were talking about earlier, who would fill Mason Winchell's shoes, and Dawson Guidry right there getting the first down. That'll be 1st and 10 in the Panthers' 15-yard line.
Fresh set of downs at the 15-yard line. DeLu to the far side. Golke to the near. Diaz behind Bailey. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the offense. Set him back 5 yards. Benkert in the slot to the near side, and Golke on the numbers. The tight end Lansing to Wolford's left, and Kane Romero behind the guard. Bailey hands it off to Diaz. Diaz met at the line of scrimmage, pushes a little bit further. It'll be 2nd and 11 here. Tackle made by number 8, Zach Roussenaires.
As the clock hits 3 minutes, 45 seconds, it'll be a 2nd and 11. All PNG is going to want to do is run the ball and run this clock out.
Same unit for the Indians on the field. Diaz this time to Bailey's right. Play action. Hits Brisboe on the short pass. He'll roll over to the 9-yard line. That sets up a 3rd and 4. Inside the 10 now. Romero checks off the field. On goes number 48, Joseph Keith. Indians set up an I formation here on 3rd down. Bailey under the gun, gets the snap, hands it off to Diaz. Up the middle, not much room, and he's met in the backfield. Looks like the Indians only gain a yard. It'll be 4th and 1. Heavy set once again. Barnwell, Guidry, Romero and Matney check on. Keith, Bailey, Golke, and Diaz off. Just now eclipsing the 2-minute mark. Timeout. 2-minute timeout. 4th quarter. Indians lead 38-20.
Nation's Federal Credit Union is a proud platinum partner for the PNG scoreboard. We want to wish the PNG Indians the best of luck.
Hey sports fans, I just wanted to give a quick update on the game so far. Both teams have completely abandoned the throwing game and specializing on our running game. Indians specifically are powering straight through with Chris Diaz and Tyson Henry using their own strengths to our advantage as well. We also wanted to give a quick shout out to PNG's very own Jackson Christian, who made the travel team for the Texas Longhorns this week, and him and his family are watching from Ohio right now before he suits up for tomorrow's game at Ohio State. Good luck, Jackson, and we hope you the best. We'll see you after the next 2 minutes of the game. Back to you, Caden.
I formation, Bailey gets the snap, play action, looks in the end zone, somebody open, catch is made by Joseph Keith, touchdown Indians, another 6.
Touchdown.
The Indians pulling way, way far away. They lead 44 to 20.
7-yard touchdown pass.
First we've seen today of Joseph Keith as he's making the most out of it. Gets a touchdown, puts them up 24 points with a minute 54 left here in the fourth quarter.
Four snaps for Keith and a touchdown at the end of it. Bond, Drody, and Eli West. The kick is good, and the Indians go up 40 to 20. A little 6-7 celebration at the end of it, too. A minute 54 left to go. Indians lead 45 to 20. West to kick it away one more time for the Indians. First kick out of bounds on the day for West. Good day of kicking. You can't really be mad at him. He's a great guy.
Kicking out of bounds on the kicking team. Ball is placed at the 30-yard line, first down.
First and 10 from the Klein Oak 30. A running back to both sides of Johnson. Johnson hands it off to Rhodes. Makes a guy miss in the backfield, but only gets 3 yards out of the carry. A 2nd and 7 here for the Panthers.
Rhodes on the carry. Picks up 3 yards on the play for the second down and 7.
The Panthers won't even bother to use any of their 3 timeouts.
Phillip Holmes checks into the game for Victor Trevino, lined up at nose tackle right in front of the center. Johnson finds Craven downfield, and he drops it. Byron Franklin almost with the interception, but he dropped it too. 3rd and 6 now for the Indians after the Craven drop.
3rd down and 7.
Back to the two-back formation here. The Panthers, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Before the play can happen, it'll be their Klein Oak's first timeout of the half. 1 minute, 21 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. The Indians lead 45-20. We'll be right back. We're at the Reservation on YouTube in Port Neches, Texas. Panthers back onto the field. Johnson power read, takes it himself, throws it downfield, open receiver. Catch is made at the 30-yard line. First down, Panthers. Looks like he dropped it again. The whole Panthers offense just ran down the field to set up for first down. Pass was incomplete, and they're all walking all the way back.
Chad Johnson showing his frustration. It will be a 4th and 7 here with 1 minute and 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Not to be confused with Chad Johnson, Chad Ochocinco. Another timeout for Klein Oak, their second of the half. Still got 1 minute and 14 left to go in the fourth. Morgan, high short punt again, caught at the 39-yard line. Indians offense makes their way onto the field one last time. And for players of the game, we'll give it to our new scoreboard man, Lawson Gary.
Players of the game, Jude Golke had about 10 catches, about 150 yards. Connor Bailey had a lot of good throws to him on the sideline over there.
Great job, Lawson. Salas hands it off to Jerry. A 3-yard gain for Jerry. It'll be a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 here for the Indians. LeBlanc and Newman, the receivers to the near side. Luke Murray to the far. Salas, the quarterback. And Sam Parker, the running back, to his left. Salas hands it off to Parker and a gain of 1 yard. The clock will be rolling. Indians will not run another play. Indians start off the season with a big win. They beat the Klein Oak Panthers once again 45-20. A great week as the Indians will be back at home next week versus the Beaumont United Timberwolves. We appreciate you all for tuning in on YouTube. Before we leave, we'll send it down to Marquis Gasson.
Hey sports fans, it has been a great first game of the season of the Big 2-5. We are so excited. Indians pulled out the win tonight with a victory over the Klein Oak Panthers, 45-20. Can't wait to see y'all back at the Res next week when we play against Beaumont United, and be ready for everything that happens throughout the week. Check the Weekly Insider for that. Till next time, good night.
Before we leave, we'd like to thank our sponsors one more time. Cascade Vibration Solution, Leo Weeks Photographers, Complete Athlete, Farmers Insurance James Carpenter Agency, Maria's Diner, F. Mull Masonry, Gregory Law Firm, Advantage Real Estate, Drody Roofing and Construction, Priority Health and Wound Care, Classic Finds, and the Port Neches Groves Masonic Lodge. Again, we appreciate you all for tuning in. We'll be back here on YouTube next week at home versus Beaumont United. Good night and scalp 'em.